and welcome to today's vlog. Points for trying. Okay, this is from Jordan. Are you considering making a Dance-Wise video with all the dancers and singers? We've got some plans for crew to take their season number out and make a montage-y music video type thing. We're thinking about doing that over the summer just as like a fun, cool project for you guys to do with the season dance. So, yes. Okay. What has been your funniest or most embarrassing moment at Dance-Wise? Thanks, Kelly. It wasn't at Dance-Wise, but it was whilst representing Dance-Wise. Mr. T and I went off to, I think it was the 21st birthday party, and they wanted a dance class, baroque and like masked ball and all the rest of it. And two of the birthday girls' mates had come as Oscars, as in, you know, gold awards that you get for acting. So they were wearing gold hot pants and gold body paint, and I think these guys were maybe early 20s, something like that. It's a big venue and the music's really loud and we didn't have mics, so I was doing all of the teaching non-verbally, so I wanted to get people into a circle, which Dance-Wisers know the universal symbol is. But if you do that to normal people, they will all face you and go. So I thought, I know what I'll do, I'll just grab people's hands, and if I can get a couple of people near me to do it, Mr. T will notice what I'm doing, he'll do the same thing, and before you know it, we'll have a circle of happy days. So I had one of these Oscars to my left, and a regular dude to my right. So I reached out to grab the hand of the regular dude to my right, and I looked at his hand as I was doing that, and I just reached out to grab the hand of the Oscar on my left, and I didn't grab his hand. I was mortified, absolutely mortified. Fortunately, he found it quite funny and wasn't offended, but I avoided him for the rest of the class because I was so embarrassed. In the run up to the 2009 show premiere, I'd got really stressed out. Mr. T had invented this game where you pick a song and replace the word love in the song with the word but. So you end up with some pretty funny song titles. You end up with, I will always butt you, butt Shaq. And this had been going on for a couple of weeks, every conversation featuring replacing the word love with the word butt. We did the same thing with the word heart as well, total clips of the butt. Two butts living in just one mind, you know, you get the picture. So by the end of the show, when I was doing the awards and the thank yous, we always say that, you know, we've got the cheeky bucket, and if you'd like to make a donation, please do. Unfortunately, this game was still clearly cycling around my head, so I did invite the entire audience. So if you've got any loose change, feel free to put it in Mercedes' cheeky butt. I made Mr. T edit that out of the DVD, which is kind of pointless now because I've told you all that I did say Mercedes' cheeky butt, so that was quite nice. I've kind of got over that one now. The Oscar, not so much. Okay, this is Ellie. Would you rather do only hip hop or only Irish for the rest of your life? That's really hard. For the rest of my life though, for the rest of my life, hip hop, because you can do hip hop in trainers. Hip hop's more about like a lifestyle and an attitude and like being cool. So I think you could do that. If you've got the right mindset, I think you could do that when you were really old, whereas Irish is like pretty high intensity on your legs. So I think, yeah, actually think about hip hop for the rest of my life. Not to say I don't love Irish, I just don't know that I'll be doing it when I'm 90. Ooh, who is your dancing inspiration? This is really tricky. I love Jenny Bater, gotta rate her, at Hip Hop Pop. She's awesome, just because she does her. She doesn't try to do anything else, she just does her really well. So she's awesome. I love Alex Mechanical. Obviously his dancing is amazing, but more about his approach to life. Mechanical's best quote ever to me: it's not worth my calories, just don't get wound up about stuff that you don't need to get wound up about. If we're talking about house, Fern is amazing, I love Fern. Rowdy's awesome, love her, we just had class with Rowdy, I loved her, really liked working with her, she's really fun. And Laura Paul for locking, she's great as well, Sparks. Breaking, it's got to be JP and Sasha. Tap, Joe Scanlon. Ballet. As a fan of her dancing, Darcy Russell, although I have to admit she really grated on me in Strictly as a judge. Sorry, Darcy. Oh, and for jazz and musical theatre, Jane Draper. Oh, the woman's a legend, she absolutely rocks. Do you remember getting your first point shoes and what was the experience like? I do remember me and a couple of girls went over to Roynan together to get fitted with our teacher, and I remember I had Chicottes, size 4C, which is still the size I wear now, little feet, although now I wear Supremes, but only because they don't make Chicottes anymore. That makes me sound really old. So yeah, now it's a Supreme 4C, but much the same. Who's your favourite choreographer? Sure, I love Matthew Bourne, mainly because of the way he deals in concepts rather than in steps. So you go to see a Matthew Bourne production and you know it's not going to be kind of same old. He takes an idea and just puts it on its head, puts his own spin on it, and it always takes you into like the Matthew Bourne world. It's never just a stage with some dancers on it. So I love Matthew Bourne for his kind of conceptual stuff. I know it's a cliche, but I love Bob Fosse. He just completely transformed theatre dance, and again he did it by doing him. He had really rubbish turnout, which is why he inverted everything. He had poor posture, which is why the shoulders came forward. He had a bald patch, which is why he used a bowler hat. He had a skin condition, which is why he wore gloves. Like, it was just him. It was taking him and doing him really well because of the things that made him not good at other dance styles, and just a revolution was born. And it also really influenced Michael Jackson and a lot of the street choreographers that he worked with as well. So I'll say Bob Fosse, he's a huge inspiration. Adam Garcia, Tap Dogs, oh, amazing. Really cool Australian group of guy tappers, and it's all really industrial, like they're on scaffolding and these bits of drain pipe, and it's really cool. Sparks, all sorts. Yeah, Adam Garcia is awesome. What's your favourite musical and why? I love Wicked. That's an awesome show. And again, it's much the same thing, isn't it? It's taking a story that we all know really well and putting a different spin on it. So I love Wicked. I love Starlight Express because it just takes you to a completely different place again. It's all about the trains and how they're coming to life. That's awesome. And then I suppose for as a singer's show, I love Les Mis, and as a dancer's show, I love Crazy for You. So there we go, there's 4. That's quite a few. What's your favourite dance style and why? I feel like however I answer this, I'm going to be letting down some Dance House family members. Okay. Well, I think my main strength is that I'm good at loads of different things. I'm not like the best ballet teacher in the world ever. I'm not the best hip hop teacher in the world ever. I'm not the best but I'm good at all of them, which makes this question really hard to answer. So thanks for that. I also think that's why our shows are really cool, because you can come along to a Dance Wise show and see like ballet followed by breaking, followed by tap, followed by locking, followed by Irish, followed by jazz. Whatever you like, you'll like something in the Dance Wise show. Speaking of which, have you signed up yet for the show? Don't forget you need to get in before the 8th of April if you want to get the free programme, discounted DVD, free tickets to the show premiere night. You don't want to miss that, so make sure you get signed up. Anyway, where was I? Favourite dance style? To be honest, it's whichever one I've trained in most recently. So I think because I do so many styles, it's really hard to stay on my A game in all of them all of the time. So whichever one I've been working on the most recently tends to be my favourite. Do you know what? That's a bit of a tip actually. Whether you just do one style or whether you do loads of different styles, try and pinpoint which bit you're going to get good at. So for example, recently I've been working on hip hop freestyles. So I haven't been trying to work on all the dance styles that I do. I haven't even just been trying to work on hip hop. I've been going, right, that one element, how am I going to work on that and make that better? So by virtue of that, I'd say probably hip hop at the moment. But a couple of weeks ago we did an acro course, so at that point I would have said acro. Me and Miss Sophie are going on an Irish course in a couple of weeks, so probably if you ask me again after that it'll probably be Irish. Me and Mr. T did some locking together recently. If you'd have asked me after that I'd have said locking. So yeah, it's probably whichever one I've worked on most recently. Last one, and it's a goodie. This is from Freddie. Have you ever wanted to be a potato? Well, as some of you already know, the next show is about vegetables, so maybe I'll get to be a potato then, who knows. I do love potatoes, like chips or roast potatoes or mashed potato. I could just live on potatoes and eat nothing else, probably. Have I ever wanted to be a potato? Probably not, Freddie, but you have made me consider it as an option, so you never know. Dance studio owner today, potato tomorrow, could happen. Just saying. Great question, love it. That definitely gets the prize for being the wackiest and weirdest. So don't forget, next vlog, thanks to my epic fail, I'm going to do a reverse Q&A. So put in the comments below a question about you that you think I should know the answer to, and we'll do a reverse Q&A next. In the meantime, make sure you get signed up for the show before the 8th of April. Thanks for posting all the questions, really appreciate it, and love you guys millions. See you soon. Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your primitive plan yet. It's your primitive plan yet. If you got a big, let me search it to find out.